What's up, guys? Meow, I'm back in the video, and well, it's time to do Survivor Series predictions. Yeah, the build to this has been ass backwards. We haven't really seen either Raw or SmackDown invade the other than the exception of the Usos were on Raw on Monday night because they faced RKBro, which ended up being a match added to the Survivor Series card. And then tonight, Biggie showed up on behalf of Xavier Woods at the end. So, yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to do predictions and we'll just go from there. Drop a like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts down below. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. So there's going to be 6 matches and a battle royale on the card for this weekend's pay-per-view. It's the last pay-per-view of 2021 because TLC, which would have been next month, got canceled. So, yeah. But we've got, obviously, the men's and women's 5-on-5 elimination matches. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, Biggie versus Reigns, RK-Bro versus the Usos, and then Damien Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So, of course, you have the, Universal Champion versus WWE Champion, SmackDown Women's versus Raw Women's Championship, Tag titles, and US versus Intercontinental titles, and then the Battle Royal. So, I guess I'll just start with the Battle Royal, and I'll let you know who's in it. This was the last match. This is the last one to get added. It's going to be Ricochet, Dominic Johovic, Mansoor, Cesaro, Montez, Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Eric Ivar, R-Truth, AJ Styles, Omos, Sami Zayn, Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, Apollo, Commander Aziz, Otis, Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Jinder Mahal, Shansky, and there's one other dude that's between R-Truth and AJ Styles on the picture here that I'm looking at, that the WWE tweeted out, who I don't fucking know, who I don't recognize who the fuck this guy is. I really don't. So, yeah. Now, of course, the Battle Royale is to celebrate 25-man match to celebrate 25 years of The Rock, because Dwayne Johnson debuted as Rocky Maivia at Survivor Series, so 25 years ago. So, the funny part about this is that most of the people in this match are tag teams, in the men's division, and then you've got some singles guys that are thrown in here as well. A lot of the sentiment has been that, like, how the fuck has AJ Styles not... Like, why is AJ not in the men's 5-on-5 match and he's in this? Like, what the hell? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I really don't know who to pick to win this thing, because, I don't know what the hell they're going to do as far as who does win it. If it's just something that got thrown together, or if there's going to actually be something that comes out of this. But it's probably not going to... Honestly, I'm going to say I'm taking either Ricochet, Cesaro, or Styles. One of those 3 is going to win it. Or Sammy. Make it 4. So either Ricochet, Cesaro, Styles, Sami Zayn. One of those 4 is going to win it. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Yeah. So, then we get to the actual matches. Priest versus Nakamura. This was a match that was added in on Raw, or before Raw on Monday. I have no idea who to pick here. On one hand, I want to take Priest because I feel because it could be a big win for him. On the other hand, I want to take Nakamura because him and Boogs are an absolute vibe, and just ask Pat McAfee. So with no build to this match at all, and I'm just gonna say Nakamura. I don't know who to pick, so I'm just gonna say Nakamura. RK-Bro versus Usos. Usos are probably going to take the W on this one, because Bloodline and because, well, we'll get to Roman and Biggie later. But yeah, it's probably going to be RK-Bro and the Usos, or it's probably going to be the Usos winning this one. Maybe we see the beginnings of RK-Bro getting broken up, but who knows? I'm going to get the 5-on-5 matches out of the way next. So the men's match, you've got Rollins, Balor, Owens, Lashley, and Austin Theory against SmackDown's McIntyre, Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and Sheamus. Sheamus got added tonight after winning a Fatal 4-Way between him, Cesaro, and like two other people who's I can't think of off the top of my head at the moment. But anyway, the thing with Raw is you had both of the Mysterios on it, and I can understand taking Dominic off because it sucked that he had to get his ass kicked by a returning Lashley, but also because of the fact that Adam Pearce is correct. He was the only one out of the 5 that doesn't have a championship to his name. But then you had Lashley and Ray face off on Monday. Ray takes the L and gets taken off, and then you put Austin Theory on. Okay, I'm fully expecting him to be the first one to either him or Corbin's going to be the first one eliminated out of this match. I feel like it's one of those two. I'm going to say I feel like Raw's probably going to win this one. I would argue it's mostly heels, the exception being Theory with this team. And I just don't know with SmackDown because, yeah, you have McIntyre, you have Hardy. King Woods has been mostly involved with Roman, considering that Big E's been on Raw. But, yeah. And then again, Corbin and then Sheamus. So I'm fully expecting Raw to probably take that one, if I'm being honest. And then you have the women's match. For Raw, it's Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina against Sasha Banks, Shayna, Shotzi, Natalya, and Toni Storm for SmackDown. Of course, with SmackDown, Aaliyah was on the team, was announced to be on it, and then she won her debut match, which was a 3-on-3 match last week, and then got taken off afterward, which I think has to do with the Naomi Sonya storyline because Naomi and Aaliyah are friends, whatever. So this is another one where I want to say that Raw's probably gonna win, but at the same time, because again, you have Sasha and Shotzi, can they coexist? Toni being the late addition, and by the way, I'm happy that they're actually showing her and then having her go after Charlotte for the time being. I'm just wondering what they're going to do with that after Survivor Series. Because unless Sasha and Shotzi's feud continues, that you got to think Sasha's going after Charlotte. But we'll see. And then you have Natalya there as well. For Raw, I absolutely want to see them win this thing. I mean, you have Liv Morgan, who's now going after Becky Lynch for her title. You've got Bianca, you've got Rhea, you've got Carmella, you've got Selena. I would love to see Raw win this thing, and I think they will. It's gonna be close because I feel like, Sasha's probably gonna dominate on the SmackDown side, either her or Shayna. But I think in the end, Raw is gonna win this thing unless Shayna takes everybody out. But I've got Raw winning that one as well. So that's 2 for Raw, and then Usos and Nakamura winning would be 2 for SmackDown. So that and I'm not really gonna count because I got like 4 different people who I think would win the Battle Royal, but whatever. So now we get to the 2 big champions matches. The only 2 matches on this card that really have had much of any build. And I'm going to start with Becky and Charlotte. I'm really interested to see how this match is going to play out. Because, on one hand, I feel like Becky's probably going to beat this shit out of Charlotte. On the other hand, there are, reports that the finish to this match has been greatly debated, and it's probably been changed multiple times, if I know anything. Which I don't, but whatever. Two, we know that Charlotte doesn't always sell for everybody. And with everything that's going on with between Becky and Charlotte right now, I'm having this feeling like it's gonna be Michaels versus Hogan all over again, where Charlotte's gonna completely no sell everything that Becky does, like Michaels did for Hogan. Only Hogan and Michaels was comedy. This is Charlotte being petty. But that said, I fully believe that Becky will win this thing. And I just don't see how she doesn't, because Becky should win this. With everything that's going on, the fans would hate it if Charlotte won, because she doesn't need that notch. Becky should win this thing. Bar none. And then you have Biggie against Roman. The obvious answer to this is that Roman will win, and he probably will. So I'm going to take him for the win, which means SmackDown gets 3 dubs, Raw gets 3 dubs. But I have this hope that not only will this be a really good match, but that maybe Big E will win it. Think about it. 1, this would be a massive elevation for Big E as a champion. Yes, it's not for Roman's title, but it's a big match regardless. And if Big E can beat the guy that's held the Universal title for over 400 days now, closing in on 500, and has dominated pretty much everybody he's faced for it, I would say that would be absolutely massive for him. Not to mention, you have to think with what's been going on between Roman and Xavier, that, Big E, he's going to give it everything he's got for his guy. So, with that said, I have Roman winning, but I hope that Big E will potentially score the W. If he does, it might end up being by some screwy finish, but at this point, a W is a W. But those are my predictions. Like I said, for the Battle Royale, either Styles, Ricochet, Cesaro, or Sami Zayn. Nakamura beats Priest. Usos beat RKBro. Reigns beats Big E. Lynch beats Flair. And then Raw wins both of the 5-on-5 matches. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.